Now see here conditions for constructive interference. We know this formula, that is I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus twice of under root of I1 I2 cos phi. This is the formula for the resultant intensity in interference pattern in Young's double slit experiment. For constructive interference, intensity has to be maximum. That means I must be maximum. If I maximum is there, then we call it a constructive interference. For being I maximum, cos phi should be plus 1. Cos phi can be plus 1 if cos phi is equal to cos 2n pi, where n is equal to 0, 1, 2 like this. So, we can write phase difference is equal to 2n pi. So, for all these phase differences, interference taking place is constructive and intensity will be maximum. So, suppose you have taken maximum intensity, that is cos phi is 1, that means phi is equal to 0. Then we can write the expressions. Now, we will do after doing the conditions for destructive interference. Now, we can also write the condition in terms of the path difference. We know path difference is equal to lambda upon 2 pi into phase difference. So, that can be written lambda upon 2 pi into 2n pi, where these two cancel. So, that is n lambda. So, for constructive interference, path difference should be the integral multiple of the wavelength. So, there are two conditions for constructive interference. Phase difference should be this much and path difference should be n lambda. Now, here conditions for destructive interference. For destructive interference, intensity should be minimum. Intensity should be minimum means that is cos phi is equal to minus 1. If cos phi is minus 1, then we can write cos phi is equal to cos 2n minus 1 into pi, where n is equal to 1, 2, 3 like this. So, for all these phase differences, this is 2n minus into pi, the interference will be here, or the minimum intensity will be obtained and the interference will be destructive. And now, we can write the path difference. Path difference is equal to lambda upon 2 pi into 2n minus 1 into pi. So, pi will get cancelled. So, lambda upon 2 into 2n minus 1. So, path difference should be here or integral multiple of the half of the wavelength. So, whenever the path difference is this, then we will be getting intensity minimum, and the pattern, on the pattern you will be the fringes that we know, the fringes will be here, actually the dark fringes. So, we can get the bright fringes and the dark fringes according to the given conditions, depending on the phase difference and the path differences.